Alright, so first I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Markakwadash. Also want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of James Great Stone, to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity, to the full lek, Shalom. This is Brother Kanan here with a quick lesson. And just a quick something that I want to highlight and point out. Just to remind brothers and those who are the hopeful elect, that are still out there trying to wake y'all up. Society has a mindset of pushing this agenda for women to be whores and harlots, always trying to tell them that it's good to be nasty and to be muckas and to be, just being a straight up harlot as it is, having multiple partners or going through multiple partners throughout their lifetime, which is not good for females, it's not good for our family, it's not good for society. It's disease driven, it is confusion, it is pollution, all of these things in one. But just look at the hypocrisy of the persons that are pushing this agenda. When they follow the so-called white man plot, our team, our ideology of pushing this nasty lifestyle, it turns around affect them. Why can I say that? Because you can see that every time they try to disrespect each other, they use the same thing that they promote to disrespect that same thing. For example, so they would turn to their enemies or they are at odds with, And again, this is mostly promoted amongst you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They turn to their brother and they try to disrespect each other by saying, "Oh, your mom is a hoe. Oh, your mom is a street harlot, or she got run through and all them thing here." These are statements that they promote, but they turn around and say them about their enemies to show you that they really don't. It's not a lifestyle that naturally that you're supposed to be honoring, because it's not an honorable lifestyle. But the females, they like this liberty, and get a lot of these are damaged females, them like this liberty, and they're damaging themselves more and more, and they like the fact that you give them the license to damage themselves more and more, because that's how females are. If you left them to any immoral activities, they will accept it and take it on. But let me get into some scriptures, and just make it real quick, like I said. All right. So this is Amos chapter 7 and verse 17. "Therefore thus said the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land." So we did, as the Israelites, again, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we did went into captivity. We're still in the captivity. We're no longer in our land. It's been divided up. We're being destroyed by the sword, continuously, murders, all you name it, we're dying. But at the same breath, our wives and women are basically, a lot of us, we're not the first person that are dating them, are having sexual intercourse with them any at all. So they've been polluted. So by right, according to the scriptures, they are harlots, according to the Bible. All right? And even the ones that don't have the body count to make them a physical harlot per se, their mentality is driven by this polluted harlot prostitute society. That's how they believe and see things. All right? So a lot of them believe that, okay, it's okay to just jump and go to our next man. It's okay if they decide that they want to cheat because it's their choice and all these things. These are the ideologies that the society push on our female, and that even our men are now pushing for these females to do it because it benefits them in a disgusting way, because that's how they have it as benefits, which really disgust, right? They can get free nasty front without any responsibility. So they accept that and they push it. But when they do get these female pregnant and they are now bound by that partner, and that son or daughter has to grow up now and hear that, oh, this is your mother track record, or this is your, people then turn around and use it against them. And that goes back to the scripture to show you that these things will happen, bro. They are gonna bring shame on your family name. So they can bring shame on the father's house, can bring shame on your partner's house as well. And these are the things, right? Let me get the next scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 24, and let me start from verse 16, right? Let's start from verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh, right? Sigh bitterly, right? All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her, right? Let me jump to the next part, right? This is verse 20, chapter 26 and verse, let's start from 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he had found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every edge will she sit down and quiver, right? So she's going to basically be a disgrace and bring shame upon your household. And that is what you're seeing happening with a lot of these men, even these artists, you know, that I see today that are arguing with one another. They're disrespecting each other because, you know, they can point out that their partners are basically out there like that. So that don't follow this kingdom is not our kingdom. We're gonna go to a decent kingdom where our wives won't be wars and harlots, and that's what we hope for. That's one of the things we hope for. That's what are the blessing that we're going to have. All right. So with that, hope someone was edified. Again, shalom.